This is a patent farthing, and on March 4th, 1635, their use was banned in the Massachusetts Bay Colony with the following decree. It is ordered that hereafter farthing shall not pass as current pay. It is likewise ordered that musket balls of a full bore shall pass currently for a farthing apiece, provided that no man be compelled to take above 12 pence at a time in them. The reason these coins were banned is a fascinating tale of corruption and politics in the early English Empire. Patent farthings are a family of coins minted from 1613 to 1642, under the rules of King James I and King Charles I of England. The patent in its name refers to the fact that production of these coins were privatized. The king granted a contract, referred to the time as a patent, to the Lord of Exton. In order to maximize profits, the Lord created a small, light coin of low quality and cheap copper. They are minuscule in size. You can see here they sit easily on my fingertip. In addition, they are extremely light, weighing only about half a gram. You can see that the coins are crudely made. They have a simplistic hammer design. There were a few different designs used on these coins. The ones I have here are the last issues of the coin, minted during the reign of Charles I. They depict a crown and two scepters on the reverse, with a legend containing an abbreviation of the Latin words for Charles, by grace of God, King of Britain. The reverse contains a crowned rose, and the legend continues with the abbreviated Latin, translating to France and Ireland. The monarchy of England still claimed the throne of France at this time. These coins were horribly received by the public. Remember, metal is everything in this time period, and these coins contained only a small amount of cheap copper. This is especially egregious when you compare them to what the public understood to be a farthing at the time. For the entirety of the medieval era, the farthing was this: a silver penny cut into a quarter. This is actually where the coin derives its name. Farthing comes from farthing, literally 1/4 of a silver penny. Farthings cut from pennies, as well as minuscule silver farthings, were commonly minted until 1553, only 60 years before patent farthings started production. In the 60-year interim period, no additional farthing coins were struck, at least not officially, and the public universally understood farthings to be a silver coin at this time. Thus, the small copper offering was even more insulting to the public than can initially be understood from a modern perspective. The lightweight coin cost far less to strike than it was worth, promising huge profits for Lord Exton, the patent holder and personal friend of the king. This was a known fact among the public, who largely viewed the coins as a symbol of corruption within the royal regime. The Puritans in particular hated the coins, and were strongly opposed to King Charles. Thus, it is no surprise the Puritans of Massachusetts Bay Colony, who are among the most extreme in the Puritan movement, banned this coin as soon as they could, removing this symbol of royal oppression from their lands. Among the colonies, those of New England were alone in their condemnation of the currency. The rest of the established colonies, especially those of the South, did not share these anti-royalist sentiments, and held these coins in higher regards. In fact, in Virginia, these coins were well liked. The coins were known to have been in the colony since its earliest days, but were always in short supply. In 1636, the governor of the colony petitioned the king for a shipload of the coins to be delivered for use in local commerce. There is no evidence to show the request was ever granted. Regardless, the coins are still common finds at archaeological sites of the early colony. The political division represented by the acceptance of these coins stretched far beyond monetary matters. Once the English Civil War broke out, the colonies would align on the same lines they were with these coins, with the Puritans of New England supporting the Parliamentarians and the Anglicans of the southern colonies supporting the Royalists. This would lead to a breakdown in relations between the colonies, as well as some violence, most frequently in the form of privateering, though it would never escalate to the widespread warfare present in Europe. Interestingly enough, this division and early conflict between the colonies would remain for centuries to come, with it featuring prominently in propaganda for the U.S. Civil War. If you are looking to add a patent farthing to your collection, They are readily available and affordable. At the time of writing this, there are several available on eBay starting at around $40 USD. However, if you are patient, I'm sure you can get them for a lot cheaper. The patent farthings in my collection were bought in a lot of 6. I paid about $60 in total for the full lot. As with everything in this hobby, patience and research will lead to better deals and higher quality pieces. I hope you enjoyed this look at patent farthings. They are amongst the earliest coins used in what would become the United States. And while their history is turbulent, it tells an interesting story of colonies much less united than they would be over a century later when they revolted to form the United States.